Next on the news at 10 is Sports News with Kayode Alayonde.
This is the ultimate redefined for men.
Hello and welcome to Sports News. The national tennis coach, Rotimi Akinloye, says the national tennis trials in Abuja was the best way to select players for the All-Africa Games scheduled for September. Coach Akinloye says the country has quality players who emerged through strict trials. The coach is confident that the players would do better than Team Nigeria's performance at the 2011 All-Africa Games in Maputo, Mozambique. Nigeria had won 1 gold, 1 silver and 2 bronze medals at the competition. In domestic football, Enugu Rangers coach Imama Amakwakabo believes his side will win this year's Federations Cup title after steering the Flying Antelopes to a place in the last 4 of the competition. Rangers last won a major trophy in 1984, but Amakwakabo believes this is the season when his charges finally erase 31 years of hurt. Next up for the Flying Antelopes is a semi-final clash with Lobi Stars. However, the Flying Antelopes manager believes his side will scale the hurdle posed by the Makurdi club. To South America now, Brazil coach Dunga has released the names of players included in his squad for September friendlies against Costa Rica and the United States. Dunga hopes the matches will help him decide on his team for Brazil's first 2 World Cup qualifiers in October. Orlando City midfielder Kaká was included in a much-changed side, which included Paris Saint-Germain forward Lucas, Arsenal defender Gabriel Paulista and Zenit Hulk, while young Santos midfielder Lucas Lima was selected for the first time. The Seleção opened their World Cup qualifying campaign away to Copa America champions Chile in October. And in tennis, Nick Kyrgios has been fined by the Association of Tennis Professionals for insulting Stan Wawrinka during their Rogers Cup match in Montreal. On-court microphones apparently picked up the 20-year-old making a lewd suggestion about Wawrinka's girlfriend, and he has now been fined an undisclosed amount. Nick has also made a private and public apology for the incident, blaming it on the heat of the moment. And the president of the World Anti-Doping Agency, Mr. Craig Reedy, has defended procedures in athletics, saying that the cheats are always caught. Responding to recent media revelations of hundreds of abnormal test results in recent years, Reedy believes that the allegations do not stand up scientifically or even legally. The International Association of Athletics Federation on Tuesday said 32 adverse doping cases involving 28 athletes had come to light after the reanalysis of samples from nearly a decade ago. The retesting took advantage of new technology and the 10-year period now offered under IAAF rules and the WADA code. And that's the much we have for you from the world of sports on the news at 10. The broadcast continues in just a moment with Gimba Uma.
This is the ultimate redefined for men.
On the foreign scene, the massive explosion in China's northern city of Tianjin rises to 50. Based on the intensity of the situation, President Xi Jinping has promised a thorough investigation into what happened and transparent information disclosed to the public. Cynthia Are reports.
Thank you. More than 700 people have been injured and hospitals are struggling to cope with the number of casualties. The blast at a warehouse storing toxic chemicals destroyed tower blocks and burned out thousands of cars. 12 firefighters are among those who lost their lives and 36 of their colleagues are still missing. Then Pakistan has handed the death penalty to 6 militants linked to an attack on a school in the northern city of Peshawar, in which at least 140 people, mainly children, were killed. The army says the militants were given a fair trial in military courts before the verdict was handed down. Also today, Swedish prosecutors have dropped their investigation into sexual assault claims against Julian Assange because they ran out of time to question him. The WikiLeaks founder says he was extremely disappointed and also said the Swedish prosecutor had avoided hearing his side of the story. The Australian journalist and activist denies all allegations and also says they are part of a smear campaign. Finally, striking doctors in Ghana's public health facilities have threatened to quit if negotiations with the government fail to yield results. That's the foreign news wrap-up. It's back to you, Gimba.
And the main news again. President Muhammadu Buhari has ordered service chiefs to defeat Boko Haram in 3 months. The president issued the marching orders after decorating officers whose appointments were announced 2 months ago. And President Buhari has reversed his predecessor with the sacking of the managing director of the Nigeria Port Authority, Mr. Sanusi Adobayero. He has been replaced by the man he succeeded, Mr. Habib Abdullahi. And the last 2 bodies from the Bristol helicopter crash have been recovered. And the death toll in the China explosion has risen to 50. And that's it on the news at 10 tonight. I'm Gimba Umar. On behalf of everyone here, it's good night.